people watching. Okay. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Casey, and with me, this is Eugene. Eugene is from Singapore, and he's running a children art class, which is Muzart, right? And so because in Malaysia and also in Singapore, we also in a similar situation where they are locked down. Singapore just started and have 28 more days to go. We have like 6 more days to go, but in Malaysia, we don't know whether it's going to extend or not. But anyway, we managed to get Eugene to come here to share about his experience, how he turned around his business. And Eugene, can you introduce a bit yourself to all the people who are watching you live video right now, what you do, and yeah, a little bit, then we further continue with the questions and so.
Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Eugene. So I'm director of Muzart Tampines. Yeah, so my branch is in Tampines, situated at our Tampines hub. Yeah.
So, and what is a major challenge that you faced previously actually? Can you share with everyone, and then how do you manage to overcome it? So what is the most important thing that you have done that you overcome it? So can you share with everyone so that everyone can learn from you?
Previously, actually, I'm located in a HDB shop house. So it's not a mall, because previously I'm skeptical about paying a very high price for a rented place. So traffic becomes a problem. So I can't get people to come to my place because it's not in a mall and it's slightly hard to find. And I myself, I don't know what is a good way to try to advertise to get people to come and come to my place. So I tried various ways. So I tried to do sponsor ads on my Facebook, tried to do flyers, and go personally go around to distribute all the flyers. Yeah, so I tried events. I tried a lot of things. Yeah, and my number never exceed, my students intake never exceed 60 before. Yeah, so suddenly somebody showed me this ad of you lah, Casey lah. So then I was at rock bottom already. So I thought, why not I just give it a try? And because I'm someone who need step-by-step guidance. So a lot of the things that you saw online, like teach you how to do Facebook marketing, all this, it's not really a step-by-step. Firstly, it's not step-by-step. Secondly, it might not be related to the education industry. So when I saw your ads, I saw it's quite guided and also education related. So I thought I'm already at rock bottom. So why not I just give it a final try? Because if it doesn't work, then maybe then I would have closed down already. Yeah.
So what happened after that?
I think the structure is very good in terms of what you offer. So I really learned how to set up things step by step. And after that, I start to get a lot of leads lah. So within, I would say 2 months, my students intake actually increased by 100%. Yeah. So not as stressful lah. Yeah. So I start to see actually with a not so good location is actually possible. Just need to find the right approach lah, or right lesson for everyone lah. Yeah.
I think everyone actually that come to me before, they say that it's the competitor issues and it's a location issues. What do you think about that actually? And economy issues. What is your advice to people out there who are actually running the same educations or trainings or educations or similar industries?
I cannot say, I think all these are interrelated. I cannot say location is not important. I cannot say the quality of the things, the services you provide is not important. Yeah, but I think one important way I think I've learned is no matter how good you are, you still need to market yourself, because how good you are only you know, the other people don't know. And also, if you are shredded in a not so good location, then the more you need to learn to know how to market yourself. So actually, I find the package that you offer really help me to market myself usefully, effectively on Facebook.
So now this guy make a lot of money already, everybody. So okay.
No. I'm less stress. I won't say not making money, less stress. Yeah.
So now, what's your next planning actually?
I'm slightly more confident now because I have just shifted. So I shifted from a HDB shop house to a unit in our Tampines hub. So which is quite a very vibrant and popular place in Tampines. So now with this location, I will have a lot of walk-in. So I have a lot of walk-in, yes. But I think that I won't stop there. I will still continue to market, because I think it's a common sense thing to market yourself daily. Yeah, because customers do go away, and yeah, I think it's important. So I think now that I have shifted to a better location, is a plus point. But I think the marketing must be there. Yeah, no matter how good am I still need to market myself.
So do you do any extra thing beside doing the online, the online advertising, the online marketing? So do you do any extra things beside that?
Seriously, after I start on this, the Facebook, I really never do other things really. Yeah.
So
correct.
you only rely on this,
Yeah, correct.
and you're still doing it, Of course, now it's lockdown. We cannot do anything, but
yeah. After the lockdown, I will continue. Yes.
So you continue after the lockdown, and so what's your target that you want to hit actually?
With this new location, I hope to achieve 200 students lah.
So now you're about what, 110?
Yeah, 120 around there. Yeah.
120. So from 50 to 120. So it's about like 70 new clients, and they pay you monthly.
Yes, correct.
Usually they will stick with you for how long?
At least a year.
Well, that's not bad.
Mm.
So you get one in. So those people who, you see some people who ask, they are afraid to actually invest some money on advertising. You know, when we run advertising, when we run marketing, we need to put some budget into it. So how do you think, what's your take on this? How do you want to advise other people who are just still like, don't know whether want to invest this kind of money on ads or not? So what's your take on this, and what's your advice to those people who are still not very confident and so?
Because basically, what I can offer is, before I took up your program, I've actually looked at various platforms. So the cheapest one would be using the Skill Future, some credits that government has given us, and sign up for those kind of 1-2 day digital course. But however, that one is a 1-2 days, very general, and it might not be education targeted. Now the second option will be investing in, I have asked also agency companies that do marketing for you, but they want a sum of 5,000 to 6,000 on a monthly basis, at least for half a year. So that one is a very high end one. Yeah, so I think your one sits nicely in the middle lah. That means I pay a sum and yet I can learn. I think ownership is very important, because when I learn, I know how to do it. I can learn, I can forever know how to do it lah. Whereas if I outsource to someone, I pay a big sum. At the end of the day, I still don't know. Yeah, so that's my thought.
So usually, I advise those people. There are a lot of people come to ask me, and they say they want to outsource this to me to let me handle everything. So usually I reject this kind of case because, to be honest, actually I do done for you like this before. I do agency before, but because of the time issue, and then you really cannot concentrate just to serve one client because you have to survive, you see. And and I have to like get like in order to make good money, I have to get like what 10, 20, 30, 50 clients in order to make good money. So you see, imagine like I have 100% focus and I need to serve like 20, 40, 50. It's like one client is only like less than 10% of focus on you. I think that's usually my advice to other people. The second part actually is why I insist, mean actually the agency is a very good money because you get monthly payment, you know. But the problem is that in a business, because we run business ourselves and we know what the pain point of business owner, which is in a business, usually marketing is the only department that help you make money. And if you really outsource this, the only department that makes money, outsource this to somebody else, and you are not sure whether they can, even though they say they can do a very good job, but doing a very good job plus, I mean, versus whether they can focus 100% on you to serve you well or not, that's the two different issues. So for those people actually who are watching right now, I want to tell you, I mean, there's just so many people who are looking for this, and then I get so many feedback from the other people. They get so many upset because, they get leads, but they don't get sales. But nobody knows your business better than you yourself do. So if you try to outsource the only department to someone else, you are actually screwing up the business. And let's say, for example, those agencies eventually they screw up the marketing, and I would say 90% of them they will screw up the marketing because, again, the focus issue and also better depends on whether you outsource to the right guy or not. Because somebody want the cheap way because they think it's cheap, so they outsource to somebody else. But you never take into the factor they charge so cheap because they are new, and when they are new, they don't know anything about marketing. They don't know anything about business. So when you run this, it's not just about business. It's just not about marketing. It's not just about advertising. It's not just about setting all these. I mean, these settings. It's really about running a business. How you want to put all the puzzles from strategies until advertising, until like follow-ups, until like closing the sales. So this is the complete puzzle. So this is what I mean usually about getting sales. Okay, so the other question I want to ask, you see, there are some people who want to start up, they are actually working and they are looking to start a business, and because right now, especially now, because of this virus thing, and a lot of people jobless and they think I want to start something. So eventually you manage to start a business and you survive all the up and down, and now you're moving from a small place to a bigger place. So what's actually your advice to those people who want to start an education center? What to share? What should they? What is the thing that they should? What is the thing that they should? How do I put it? They should take note. What is the most important thing that they should take note, and when you are start out, what's the most important thing they should focus on? Can you advise to those people?
I think time management. I think time management is a very important thing, especially for those they are working and wanting to start their business. And I think second one is really commitment, because I think the easiest thing that people always say is I'm busy, I got no time. Yeah, I think just have to be very systematic, because I think the package that they offer is actually really quite idiot proof already. So all we need is really just to really sit through and commit. Yeah, because after going through, I also know some of my friends who have signed up, then they have been sitting on it for too long also. So actually business I think it's about hard work, it's about commitment. So I think, this is the advice that I will give.
So how do you manage your time? So can you share some tips actually that can help those people who are struggling with time management and all these things?
I think You just have to make it part of your timetable. Let's say if you're really busy, I think 15 minutes or half an hour is good enough, at least daily. Just watching through your video and follow through and understanding how the whole thing works. Yeah, so I think just commit. If you are really busy, just commit a bit of time at least. 15 to 30 minutes a day, I think is quite short already.
And for those people who are, I mean, those are completely new. I mean, they're still looking for ideas, but they are passionate in education. So, but they just do not know what to do and all these things because do they need to find a center? Do they need to set up? What is the things? What's your advice to these people who like want to become an entrepreneur like you, but they have no experience? Then they just want, they say, okay, they have something in mind. They say, I want to do something, but I want to be in education, but I don't know which way to go. Should I take this franchise? Should I start on my own? What should I do? So they have clueless. So what's your advice to them?
My advice is don't start a business because thinking of you want to make money first. Yeah, I think they should, if they want to become an entrepreneur, they want to start a business, I think the first thing in mind, they should really think what they do best. And they must believe in what they do. Then they will push through because it's not easy. Because if the money is the first thing that they think in their mind to make money, then the moment they start the business, they realize it's all about losing money at first. They will close down sooner or later.
Wow, like that. Okay, so then how? Those who are budget tight, so what you advise to them? They want to start something, but they are budget tight, then what's your advice to them?
But budget tight, then I can only say look for the best thing that how to maximize their money. If not, just negotiate with KC, pay by installment.
So
actually, you should consider. I think if you make it into installment, I think a lot of people will take up.
Actually, I got something. Actually, for this period. Actually, I got. And this is something that I never do one, but because I know everyone is suffering, so I purposely come out these packages to help everybody, which I break down into 6-month installment, and just for this period, and then I let them start with 1K, which I never done this before, and so there are a lot of things to do lah. But anyway, but this side is actually they're actually suffering also lah. So I'm just looking for ways to help them. So those people who are actually on break-even point, like what's your those? I mean, they are actually on a business, but they are on a break-even point, and they are stuck. So what's the thing that what's your advice to them? Because you've been through this situation before, what's your advice to them who has stuck for so long, who are break-even point in terms of profit, P&L?
Okay. Because to me right now, I think be it you are profit or you are making a loss, I think marketing should still go on. Yeah, so in-house, you have to make sure that your service or your product is very good. And outside of this house, I think you have to aggressively market yourself. So it doesn't matter of whether you're at break-even point or you are making a profit or you are making a loss. I think marketing is a constant for these 3 stages, from loss to break-even to making a profit.
So marketing is still the main thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And those people who are, those people who are willing to, who want to start some art business, they should find you lah, because you are a good case study for them to follow. That's sure.
I can share lah. I can share. Yeah.
You can actually, those people who are actually watching right, especially those who are Singapore, actually you can look for Eugene. Eugene, you're based in where is it? Tampines, is it?
Yeah, Tampines.
You are running Muzart, right?
Yeah.
So those people who are in Singapore, actually, you can actually look, if you can actually, if you want to, if you want to learn from Eugene, actually you can find Eugene on Facebook, also find him in Tampines after the lockdown. Then you can get some advice from him. I'm sure he's willing to share with you about his up and down, actually, what's the main thing you should, I mean, based on your current situation, what you should focus, and then if you want to start a business, you want to start an education business, what you should focus, I think he can give you a good, very good advice. Perhaps you'll be friends anyway. So, so the lockdown, what do you plan to do now? Because you're locked down for 28 days. So what you plan to do? Since you all cannot, I mean, cannot go out, cannot teach. So what's your plan now?
Stay at home, be with my family, my kids. Yeah.
So business is after the MCO lah, after the circuit break lah.
Yeah, for now, still doing some planning like in terms of I can still come out, I can still plan for like the marketing contents during this 1 month. So after the 1 month lockdown finish, I can straight away start with the marketing because I already have the content.
The content is about the advertisement or the strategy and all these things.
Yeah, correct.
So you see, so what's your best strategies for those people who are running the education business? I mean, for something like similar like what you do, what is your business strategy? What's your best business strategy that you think they should? And the fastest strategy for them to really get back up, make money, and so on. So what is your advice from your experience? What are the strategies that should adapt? I mean, they should embrace based on your experience.
As I maintain what I say, that means hard work, but hard work with a good strategy. Yeah, so because if working hard doesn't mean you get the money. I think everyone still need to analyze what is lacking. Like for example, in my case, I know marketing is something that I'm weak in. Then I need to look through and analyze which are the services or product I should consider. Yeah, so hard work, but work smart also lah. That's my take. That's what I can offer.
So how do you usually plan your strategies with, I mean, do you really sit down and think, or do you discuss with your teams, or how do you plan your strategies? How do you come up with strategies to really improve your business?
Firstly, I will think through what is wrong. Then after that, I make some changes. Then I will observe, because I'm someone who is very on the ground. So I don't really believe what others tell me. I will be there myself to observe, to see what is wrong. Then I make changes from there. Yeah, if need be, I will seek advice. If things that I can settle myself, then I'll do it myself.
Okay. So how many teachers you have so far?
Right now?
Yeah.
Previously, before I moved, I only have 3 full-time teachers. So right now I have 3 full-time plus 1 full-time admin plus 2 part-time teachers.
Oh, not bad, huh? How do you manage the team?
Sorry?
How do you manage your team? How do you lead the team so that they can perform, make money together with you?
You need to know, because in my team everyone is different. So I need to know their strengths and weaknesses. So for example, this teacher need help in teaching pedagogy. Then I try to equip her with that. But so I will work on their weaknesses. But that's not enough. You still need to make sure that their strength become even a greater strength. So you have two things going up at a time. The good one become better and the lousy one become good. So that's my strategy.
So you coach them also, or what?
Sorry?
Do you do a team training, or you coach them one-to-one, or weekly basis, or how do you do it? How do you help them? How do you bring the best out of them?
where I do a group training, there are instances where I speak to them one-to-one, working on their individual development. Yeah, so both.
Okay. So you have to work on your marketings, you have to think about the strategies, you have to coach your teams, you have to make sure that you bring out the best in them. That's the way of how you run the business right now and grow so fast. Of course, the
Yeah.
marketing, you have to work hard, time management, all these things.
Yeah.
Okay, so any last words for those people who are watching right now? And what's your advice to all the people? What is your mottos and all these things so that they can like learn from you?
I think hard work lead to success. That's all I can say. Yeah.
So hard work requires you to put in more hours, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I get every juice out of you already, and I hope everybody who are watching right now benefit from these sharings, and those of you who are actually in a similar business like Eugene actually run a children art business called Muzart, and he's based in Singapore. If you are actually in a similar situations, or you are actually in a similar situation like what Eugene been in before, you can actually be friend with Eugene. You can actually find Eugene from I think he got Facebook his name Muzart Tampines, so you can go and look for him. And I'm sure he's happy to help you to give you